Hi, it's Jimmy, and it's day 23 of 75 hard, but for golf, Michael Jordan day. I grew up sort of watching him, which is cool, but I'm a jazz man though, so it's a bit weird. We always used to play him in the final. Anyway, we're not talking about basketball, that's fine. All right, so yesterday obviously was a big day. It was pretty tough out there on the course. A lot of people didn't play very well. A lot of guys that I tend to keep their eye on their score and things like that all struggled as well. So it's probably wrong of myself to put all those expectations on myself to break 90 yesterday, especially only being 3 weeks into this. So we're out here again. I've actually got 2 clubs today. We're doing 6-iron and then I've just got my wedge. So if you've been here from the start, you know that I like to go out into the range and just hit my wedge out towards the practice greens. So I'm going to be doing that again. But what we're doing with the 6-iron, I'll just explain it. I'll explain it. Okay, so what am I doing? Well, I've already done these ones, which is just helping me feel the weight of a club head and not strangle the club. And that's working, except I still have a bit of a over the top. So I'll hit this one here as an example, and this is not me just trying to over exaggerate. This is how I'm swinging at the moment. This is a normal swing, and I'll slow it down so you can see. Whoop, that's one. Okay, that might be a bad example because I hit that really good. That's a bad example. That little old platform green thing out there is 165 meters away. So anyway, but it doesn't happen every time. What I'm trying to do, and I see it in a lot of other videos of mine, is that when I take the club away, instead of rotating my chest or whatever it is, I can see myself lifting the club up and dipping. So I'm going up and I'm dropping this shoulder down and I'm dipping, and the only way to come out of that is this way. You can't, yeah. So one of the things that I'm going to try to do is today, step back, weight on my front foot, and then just feel it coming down and around, turning my chest and coming down and around, like a bit of a chip. And then that should mean that my hands are ready from being here to being down here and coming through. And yeah, that wasn't it. That's what I'm trying to do. Set up as you normally do, 1 foot back, your weight sort of on the front foot, turn back, keeping that club head right, essentially just chipping it along. So that chip went dead straight. These are not designed for the ball to go really far. It's just to get my body used to not dipping and to get my hands coming low. I mean, I'm sure all of us have seen it. They all talk about coming up, dropping your hands to your pocket, turning, and away you go. That's just too much for me to think about. This is one of the things that I've seen that people are doing to bring their hands down and just turn. Anyway, so I'm just going to be doing a few of these today. Well, I topped that chip. Didn't get much of the ball at all. That is not supposed to happen. Yeah. That's what I should be doing. Oh. That was middle of the club. That was behind the ball again. All right. Okay. Feeling good. After a couple of rough ones, mostly not too bad. I'll go and get these and we'll be back in a sec. All right, so I've only got enough time to really hit these 6 balls here and not pick them up. So these ones are just going out into the open. It's my nephew's birthday and he's got a party on at the moment, so I've got to get to that. First things first, what I learnt from that. Now, it's actually harder to get that muscle memory than I think. So I got that all the way around and throwing the hand still. So still feeling the club face. Just making sure that I'm not dipping and lifting. Just sort of coming around the body. There we go. And these should be hooking left anyway, like it is. Because you're very, very into out at that point. But overall, when I start putting full swings on, it should be muscle memory that I've got to keep my hands close to my pocket and turn. Well, that one went straight, that was quite good. So this is something that I'm definitely going to be doing again. That was too much. All right. I'm thinking about it too much now. All right, let's just put a couple of full swings on it real quick. Getting my head too much all the time, especially yesterday. All right, let's see these last 3 balls, how that looks on a full swing. If you can see from the camera, my right foot's still slightly back, not all the way. Perfect. Tight draw. Add that 165, 170. I don't know how far it is. I have noticed actually, since feeling the club head, letting the club do its thing, and just letting it drop and fall, my distances have gotten a bit better too. So instead of hitting a pitching wedge normally, which was about 100 to 105, I've started hitting it, well, yesterday a few times, actually, and on Wednesday, about 110 to 15. Geez, my pocket's hanging out, that doesn't look cool. So it's definitely helping if anyone wants to give it a go. I stayed with that way too long. Stayed with that one way too long. All right, last one. Let's make it a good one before I sign off. Remember what we just did. Foot slightly back. Up, down, turn. No, never mind. That's fine. That's going to do it today. I'll see you all bright and early tomorrow because I've got the podcast on, Just Rip podcast. And then Tuesday, I'm actually going to Melbourne, so I'm going to try and squeeze in how I'm going to practice Tuesday. But anyway, we'll catch you all then.